Hey everybody, it's Rich Tola, and thanks for tuning in today to Tola Talks Texas. It is cold in Texas, North Texas that is, downtown historic Plano. Hope you guys are doing awesome, staying warm like I am. It's the 20th of January, it's a Thursday, episode 18 here, guys. So we're going to talk about the top 10 stories today. Going into current events, because I've been reading a lot, thinking, kudos, there's a lot of kudos around. So let's give some kudos to England. They're finished with the Omicron restrictions. That's right, Prime Minister Boris Johnson, did you see that? He announced the end to Plan B measures beginning next week. I think that's good news because, hey, you got to lighten up, guys. Omicron's coming to an end, right? The cold season's going to come to an end soon, hopefully cold season. Let me tell you, I met somebody in the gym today, went to the gym this morning early. Wow, it was like, I don't know, with the wind chill here, it was maybe 17 degrees. And I go and sit in the sauna before I start my workout. Got to sit there and get all warm, toasty. And this gal was in there, and she's a professional golfer. And I said, yeah. I said, oh, my God. She goes, I think I'm going to move to Austin. I said, well, it's even colder in Austin. But she's like, yeah. She goes, I'm from Ohio, but it's too cold here. I'm like, well, anyway, good news on the this whole finish with the restrictions. Way to go, England. How about the second story here? Kudos. Here we go. What about this? The White House. I'm going to give a shout out to the White House for distributing 400 million free N95 masks. You guys see that? You're going to be able to get that mask in a pharmacy because masks don't work. The cloth masks don't work. That's the only mask I've ever worn during this whole whatever period. Don't wear masks now in Texas. So a lot of people do. So if you're going to wear a mask, wear the N95. So I guess that's a good thing. Kudos. You guys see there was that press conference yesterday with Biden. I'm not going to comment on that, but you guys do the math. Go watch it. His approval rating is not very good, obviously, 30%, 33%. So, but again, kudos for the distribution because if you're going to wear a mask, wear the N95. How about this? Kudos to Amazon. That's right. Amazon's opening its first... Well, I don't know, maybe it's not a kudos if you're not a big fan, but they're opening their first clothing store. Southern California, I know exactly we're going to do this. The Americana at Brand, beautiful mall, outdoor mall. Matter of fact, guys, that's in Glendale, California. And I taught the first ever Lululemon yoga class out on the lawn. There's a big fountain there. We got Sinatra playing in the background. It was awesome. You guys can read about that in my memoir, Simply Between Millions, From Wall Street to Hollywood. Give a shout out to that. Really good book if you want to. Yeah, I do it on audiobook as well, guys, both of my books, The Fountain of Youth and my memoir audiobooks. But there's a good story about that, how there was a woman in a wheelchair that they put on the ground. Man, it was an amazing class. There's a whole line of folks lined up, like sort of in one long line, so teaching without a microphone, talking above Frank. It was a really awesome time. I have great memories of that. But hey, Amazon's going to be opening a 30,000 square foot store. That's about the size of Kohl's, about the third of the size of Macy's. Macy's are huge. So, yeah, they did. Amazon did $41 billion in sales, clothing and footwear, they say, in 2020. So, hey, why not? They bought Whole Foods in 2017. You guys know that. So, Amazon's everywhere. Can't deny it. My books are on Amazon, by the way. So if you're buying them in hard copy, print on demand. So I had a good experience with Amazon doing that. So you buy the books. Matter of fact, I bought a bunch for myself. I want to be giving them out. So go check it out. Both books are on Amazon. Kudos to Amazon. How about this? Did you guys see about the Doomsday Clock? This is the fourth story here. It's a subjective measure of how close the world is to ending. I'm like, okay, is the world going to end? It will definitely end at some point, right? I mean, you see the extinction rate of the animals and everything on the planet. I think 90-something percent has extinct since the time the Earth began. So, no doubt, with climate change, all sorts of things. But the Doomsday Clock was created by scientists who developed the first nuclear bomb as part of the Manhattan Project. So they said since it was first introduced in 1945, the world has never been more than 17 minutes away, they say, from midnight, or that's AKA doomsday. I don't know what that means, but I definitely think the world will end one day, not in my lifetime, but the way things are going, shutting us down, maybe ends for individuals. But Don't end it yourself, guys. Remember that episode, Suicide Sucks. Do not do that. But anyway, so much for the Doomsday Clock. How about this? From Russia with Love. You guys remember that movie? That was the first, that launched the James Bond series. It was made in May of 1963. Year I was born, a couple months after I was born. Sean Connery, he was awesome. So you guys can look that up. I'm a big movie buff, as you know. But the film launched, it did launch the saga, and 007, Sean Connery, he battles the mysterious Dr. No, who was a scientific genius. We all know about scientific geniuses. He was bent on destroying the U.S. space program. So that was really cool, Dr. No, James Bond, and From Russia with Love, because here we go, Russia. We know what Russia's doing. They said that they have about 100,000 troops now on the border with Ukraine. It's a 1,200-mile border, so it's a pretty long border, and what is Vladimir Putin? What are his intentions? Ukraine was the most populous. It was the most populous part of the Soviet Union, well, a country really, the most populous country to form, right? Its own country. So I don't know why. Nobody's sure exactly why. Russia's building up this force. Is it bluff and distraction? Who knows? Is it legacy for Putin? I'm not sure, but I'm sure the man knows what he's doing. I actually like him. He's into fitness, no doubt. And Biden, he says he expects him to send the troops over the border, right? But he says, but I think he will pay a serious and dear price for it. I'm not sure. I don't know if you want to pick a fight with Russia. I don't think so. I think you got to use diplomacy. Guys, go over there. You bring them here. Try to work this out, guys. What's the objective? What's the purpose? Do you want to bring the Ukraine back into the Soviet Union? I'm not sure, but I don't know. I mean, one day, hopefully, maybe I could be a diplomat. Send me over to a country. I'm all about working things out. So, from Russia with Love, good luck over there. Hope you guys do not create a third world war for anybody. So, who knows? Who knows what's going on there? Kudos, though. Let's give another shout out to Starbucks. Starbucks, I like this. They rescinded its vaccination requirement. Do you see that? So you do not have to be vaccinated to be working at all of their stores. And this is obviously after the Supreme Court struck down Biden's mandate. You see that for companies more than 100 people. That was a good move, striking that down. Way to go. Kudos to the Supreme Court for doing that. Kudos to Starbucks for rescinding that because, hey, if you're unvaccinated, you shouldn't be persecuted, treated like person with the leprosy here. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Kudos to the University of Michigan, our 7th story. You see that? They're going to pay $400. Well, I mean, this is sort of a good news and a bad news story. The bad news is it was over 1,000 people. There's a doctor, was accused and not just accused, but he was. Sexual abuse to over 1,000 people. So they're paying $490 million. That's good. Restitution there, no doubt, is a good thing. So the University of Michigan is going to pay the $490 million to more than 1,000 people because of the actions of this wacko doctor, sexual abuse. Way to go. All right, that's a rest in peace. Rest in peace. Shout out to the fashion pioneer, Andre Leontali. You see that? He was all about more glamour, more decadence, more delight. It's all about beauty. He used to wear, he's a cool guy. He used to wear capes and furs. And what I like about this man was he said, they said he wallpapered when he was in high school, he wallpapered his bedroom with images from Vogue. Followed his dream, no doubt. Followed his dream and he never looked back. Rest in peace, fashion pioneer. We need more fashion pioneers. Nowadays, people wearing the sweatpants. And you see where it's become? Talk about that in my book. Definitely talk about that where, a lot of people now, it's a dressed-down world. It's a friend of mine. Matter of fact, I talked to a guy from New York recently. He said, he goes, I think nowadays you could wear, jeans and sneakers is like a uniform for so many businesses. He wears a suit every day. He's in the real estate business, still wears a suit. But no doubt fashion has been lacking. Who knows? Maybe Amazon's going to spice it up with bringing some new fashion pioneers into the equation with their stores. That'd be nice. All right, how about this? The ninth story here. Ninth story is about Latin America. It never been a space powerhouse, right? AKA Russia with love, going after the space, U.S. space program. So 18 countries, though, including Mexico and Argentina, signed an agreement to create, it's called the Latin, what is this called? The Latin American and Caribbean Space Agency, ALCE, Latin American Caribbean Space Agency, ALCE. It's unclear on their plans, but hey, all I say is this: move over Bezos, Musk, and NASA. Here they come. Well, first they got to come up with the money, and who knows what their plans are. I don't know, guys. You know my thoughts on the whole space thing. It's, I get it, going to Mars and doing all that, but I'd rather see the money plowed back into this world before we blow ourselves up, plowed back into getting criminals off the streets, getting homeless off the streets, making the world safe and clean for us to live. I get it. We're going into space, the new frontier. Yeah, I used to watch Star Trek back in the day. Give a shout out to my peeps back at Penn in 1981. I live in Rodney in the quad, and a couple of my across the hall. Oh my God! I'm going back in time. Across the hall, it was a big Star Trek. Whatever Star Trek was on, it was gather around. Oh my God! I can't believe that. We're going taking back. All right, here we go. Here's my 10th one. This is a good one here. These are my picks, and I'm going to say kudos to the quarterbacks. It's all about the quarterbacks. These are my picks for the NFL divisional round playoffs this weekend. You see that? National Football League. It's going to be having these 4 games. I've been watching. Yeah, I've never been much of a big football guy per se, but I'll tell you, man, I like these quarterbacks. Joe Burrows from the Bengals, Kansas City Bengals, over the Titans. I definitely think they're going to win. So I choose the Bengals over the Titans. That's a Saturday first game. It's 3:30, it says, 3:30 start. I choose the Packers. Way to go, Aaron Rodgers, with his stance on the vax. Green Bay Packers over the San Francisco 49ers. I picked them at the nighttime game, 7:15. Now, again, I never played football, but I'm just going with these quarterbacks. I like Joe with the Bengals. I like Aaron with the Packers. How about this? Tom Brady. You got to pick Tom Brady. I mean, that guy, yeah, whatever, 44 years old or whatever. I don't know. He's definitely one of the greatest of all time. Over the L.A. Rams. Forget L.A. It's not your year. I don't think so. That's the first game on Sunday. So I'm picking the Bucs over the Rams on Sunday. And, of course, Patrick Mahomes go down probably as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time by the time he's finished with his career. Kansas City Chiefs over the Buffalo Bills on the late game Sunday. It's a 5:30 game. So here we go. Bengals, Packers, Bucs, Chiefs. Those are my picks, guys. I don't know. I'm not going to go run out and make some bets on them because I'm not a bet man when it comes to football. But it should be fun. It should be a great weekend. So enjoy it wherever you are. If you're watching football, don't drink too much. I guess that's a big party weekend. But try to lay off the booze. You guys know my stance on booze. Alcohol is poison. That's how I see it. But, do it your way. As I always say, what do I know? All I know is I've been sober for over 14 years now and loving it. And, never wake up with a hangover. How about that? Here we go. Let's jump right into how to drink from the fountain of youth. Because there are 3 more steps, guys. 3 more steps to get us to 30 steps of everlasting youth. That's my book. That's a good one, too. I mean, again, I know it's not a big reading world, but yeah, these are quick reads. Everything I put out is a quick read, inexpensive. I think that book is like 11 or 12 bucks on Amazon. It's good. It's a journal. You can write things in it. How about this? Step 28, believe in your dreams. No doubt. You got to believe in your dreams. Whether you're a fashion icon, Andre Leon Talley, you got to believe in your dreams. Whether you're Patrick Mahomes, well, whoever you are, you got to believe in your dreams, There's no doubt. That's part of being young. Keeps you young. Do you have dreams? Write them down. That's what the book is for. You write your dreams down, your wildest dreams, right? Then you got actions. You got actions and small victories. That's the way it goes. You got to have actions and small victories. So believe in your dreams, whatever they are, however grandiose they may be, believe in them. That's important. That keeps you young. I believe that. It will. How about this? Step 29, know you're young. You have to know it, guys. You have to know it. Yeah, you wake up every day. You look at this. It's 17 degrees with the wind chill. Yeah, my bones are creaking. I got pains everywhere, but it doesn't matter. I wake up. Feels like another day. Feels like we went back in time. 30-year-old guy here. That's what I believe. You have to believe it. It's a core belief. It's not like on the surface, It's not like, oh, yeah, I kind of believe we're going to send people to Mars. Yeah, do I believe that? Musk says 5 to 10 years you're going to have people on Mars. I don't know. I don't know what the purpose of it is. Do they ever get there? Does the radiation kill them before they get there? Although, check this out, guys. I work with a guy, back in my bartender days, I work with a guy who got down to I guess it was 500, because I think they're going to send 50 people over there. I don't know. He started with 50,000 people. They keep bringing it down because when you go to Mars, what he said is you're not coming back. And you can't have children there either. So it takes a unique individual who wants to leave the planet and never come back and be a pioneer. But anyway, he got down to the final 500. I don't know where they are now. Maybe they've already picked everybody. But in any case, you have to know you're young. It's not just a feeling. It's not just, I kind of sort of believe it. No, you have to know it, right? Believe in your dreams, but you have to know you're young. And finally, step 30. This is right from my memoir, guys. I reproduced the chapter because it's one of my best chapters in the memoir, called Selfcorrect. Selfcorrect. Got to put yourself back on track, whether it's the weight gain, whether it's not working out. I mean, we're 20 days into the new year, right? 20 days. We got 345 days left, right? 20 days. How many times have you worked out? If you haven't worked out 10 times or if you haven't walked 10 miles, come on, what are you doing? Self-correct. Get yourself back on track. You can do it. Yes, it's cold. Yes, you don't want to do it. Yes, maybe you hate going to the gym. Doesn't matter. Use the dumbbells, right? 7 exercises yesterday we talked about. So, self-correct. If you get off track, you got to get back on track. Go read the book. You'll find out more about that. But it's easy because I talked about as an actor. When an actor has a director, there's a director there to kind of get him back on track if they feel that guy's kind of moving off track. But, well, we don't have directors. You have to direct yourself. You got to internalize it. So, self-correct. That's very, very, very important because when you get off track, you got to get back on track. You want to stay young? Self-correct. All right. Hey, as far as my workout today, guys, same. What I've been doing is, because I have the time right now, I'm in this new environment, and I'm going twice a day because, again, I've been working out every single day for forever, so it gets boring, right? You think I like to go when it's 17 degrees out, getting in the car at 5 o'clock? No. Who does? I'm used to the Cali weather. Miss the Cali weather, but so what? You got to go. So what I'm doing is I'm splitting them in two. So I'm doing my 30 to 40 minutes, and then I go back and do 30 to 40 minutes. And I told you guys, I'm not walking as much as I was, so I got to get back on that Stairmaster today, which I'm not even, I love the Stairmaster for what it does, but who likes getting on that Stairmaster? It's not easy. But remember, guys, respecting your temple, mind, body, and spirit, it's never easy. Not easy for anyone to do it, not even the professional bodybuilders. There's pain involved, pain and sacrifice. No pain, no gain. We all know that. You got to do it. It's necessary. So, by the way, the intro to the book is anyone can, because I believe this. Anyone can drink from the fountain of youth. The outro is you can. Yeah, you can, because you look at other people and you say, well, it's easy for him, or it might be easier for that person. No, it's not easy for anybody, but you can do it. Got to believe that, guys. You can do it. Speaking of you can do it, can you make money using the investment vehicles, the one investment vehicle called cryptocurrency? Is it an investment vehicle? What are we doing? Are we gambling? You guys know I talk a lot about cryptos. Well, here's the good news. They're back. Well, who knows if they're back, but let's first talk about Tesla. Tesla took a dip yesterday. We were talking about it. I think it was over 1,024, and then it dipped into the 900s. It's back at 1,015, and I think they're going to have good earnings, guys. Tesla's coming out with earnings in less than a week. I think you're going to see that. So, again, I'm a fan. Kudos, Elon Musk. And here we go. The cryptos kind of clawing their way back. Look at Bitcoin, 42,750 as we speak. And again, guys, these things go up and down, right? If you're not into riding the cyclone in Coney Island, as I say. You don't like the volatility, don't get on the merry-go-round. If you don't want to go up and down, do not get on the merry-go-round. Ether's back at 3,200. Ethereum. Doge is clawing its way back. I read something again the other day. Everybody, could it get to $1? Who knows? But it'd be great to get to 30 cents, right? If it doubles, double your money. Ethereum Classic sort of hovering in the low 30s, 31.50. Litecoin, big fan of Litecoin. I was talking to a friend yesterday. I said, I remember Litecoin was at 280. It was, now it's at 140. So who knows? Getting them back. Bitcoin, cash, 376, and who knows, guys? Remember, who knows? Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody can predict the future. But if you have a little appetite for risk, check it out. All right, kudos. And by the way, it's another thing I said. I used to own Tilray. Tilray's $6, $6.20. Seems cheap if you're into the pod stocks. And then finally, I did own Space, Virgin Galactic. I own that at 18. It's down at 950. But that could be one, too, if you want to look into it. Apple, always a big fan of Apple. And I told you, Alibaba's back at 134. That's good. And then what about Robinhood? Robinhood's at $14. I didn't buy that when it debuted. It was a good move. And then Coinbase is clawing its way back. So, guys, stay strong no matter what you do. And, we're going to see you on Monday. Not going to see you tomorrow. This is episode 18, and I'll be back again on Monday. I like taking Fridays, getting a lot of things done, getting ready for the yoga class on Saturday. Come take my class, 12:30, Plano Athletic Club, Saturday. And whatever you do, guys, get your workout in. Peace.